Yeah,
Turono
we live.
Talks.
Episode 9, baby. What up? Shout out all the people.
Hey.
We're just starting this off.
Yeah.
And, we live in this. Say what up to all the people.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy Deegs. What up, man? I see you, my dude.
Shout out to
Shout out all the
world,
people,
man.
Shout out
You
the
know what
world.
I'm
Yeah. Turono Talks, episode 9. Gotta apologize. I got Maloney a little bit stoned as usual.
Yeah.
I'm a
little slow at the moment.
I'm a
Just
little
trying to figure
Keith
out what's
Richards
going
right
on.
now. You know what I'm saying?
I like
Just-
it.
Yeah.
I like it.
We're just gonna vibe out like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Toronto motherfucking Talks.
So what's going on with the world, man? What's going on this week? What's new with it, man?
Man, where do we start?
Where do we start?
Kanye. We gonna talk.
We start with Kanye. We just jump right into Kanye.
I don't know.
Let's talk about
Yo, shout outs to Brown Guy Made It. He's like, fam, you look dumb lit.
Word. Shout out Brown Guy, man. This guy's killing it on the videos. I just did a reaction for the the Black of the Dawn video, Can't Dance, and yo, man, like Brown Guy's killing it. You know what I mean? His videos are dope
The
as
videos
fuck.
are super dope.
Yeah, and they always got some fly ass whips in
Always,
their
there's always.
Like, where are you guys getting these cars from? You know, like hook a brother up with these cars. I think you gotta turn me up a little bit on this microphone. But yeah, or turn my headphones up, one and two. But you guys always got the dope whips, man. So I'm jealous.
Turn me up in the motherfucking headphones.
Yeah.
Yo, can you hear everything, Stone?
Yeah, everything's perfect.
Yeah?
And you still gotta adjust
Yeah,
a little bit.
I don't
Yo, Brown
hear
Guy, where
Stone
you
well on
getting?
here, though.
What's
Where
that?
you getting those?
1, 2, mic check. 1, 2.
Where you getting those whips from, my brother? Like, where they coming from, man? The people want to know.
All right. Yo, Stone,
Yo,
check a little bit.
yeah, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
What did I do here?
I don't know.
What did I do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2.
All right, I got Maloney's.
I don't hear
so I can
Stones,
see
you?
some of the
Yeah.
comments going.
Mic
See,
check.
this is what
I'm
I
there
gotta do. I gotta get like
somewhere. I
all
hear
the different
myself.
feeds going. See myself here
Yeah,
and stuff.
mic check. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Oh, you see a small deposit. This guy said
1,
you
2.
can get the
Mic
cars.
check. 1,
You
2.
can hook me up
1,
with the
2.
whips. You just need a
Mic
small
check.
deposit
1,
of
2.
$50K.
Oh, shit.
All right, well that's what's
Yeah.
up. I'll see if
1,
I can
2.
get my guap together and we'll get a Lambo in the next video shoot. Maybe we'll get a few.
There we go.
Perfect, yeah.
There we go. We didn't
Check,
have Stone
check. There
hooked
we
up.
go.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
now we're proper.
Yeah, man.
Now we're proper.
Yeah, but shout out my man, Brown Guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, those videos are always dope, man. Shout out, Black.
Yo. Hold up. He was interacting while we were figuring out
Yeah,
Stone's audio.
I was talking to him. He was
Oh,
saying
okay. He said, "I got you for the whips, low."
50
Small
G's.
deposit.
50 G's for a fucking, deposit on the car. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Man. All right, but let's talk albums that dropped this week, man. Let's talk something common. You know what I mean? Let's
Break the ice.
let's talk music, man. What albums you guys bumped that dropped this week? Cause I got my favorites.
Yeah. Logic, man.
Logic, eh?
Logic.
You're feeling the Logic video
I only
or the
heard
Logic
it once.
album?
Hey.
I only heard it once and it's dope.
Shut up, my dude.
I didn't hear the whole thing, but everything I heard off it, I thought it was fucking actually fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Logic album's fire. The Lupe album, phenomenal.
I need to
Love
hear
the
that.
Lupe
I need to
album.
hear that.
Yeah.
Please take in these albums. Lupe album's definitely phenomenal. And the Weezy album.
I like it.
I like it.
I don't love it, but I do like it.
Okay. I haven't heard the Vinny Paz album. I know Vinny Paz dropped the album as well.
Yeah.
Did you see him on
Shout
Joe
out.
Rogan?
I did not see him on
That's
Joe
really
Rogan.
interesting.
Oh shit. It's
Okay.
a word.
Shout out Joe Rogan.
I need
Shout out
to
Joe
check
Weezy,
that.
man.
Joe Rogan's the shit, yo.
Yeah, I like some of
Yeah.
the stuff he's dealing with. You know what I mean?
I know what I mean, yo.
I like Joe Rogan, but at the same time, like sometimes it's like he gives the right a little too much airtime on his show, in my opinion.
I think we need to hear their opinion. We need
I
to
feel
see
you
where
on
they're coming
that. I
from.
feel you on that.
It's
I mean,
always
we're not
good
against
dialogue
that.
on the show, though.
Yeah.
It's never like, and even when it's like someone he agrees with,
Yeah.
he like plays devil's advocate. And
Yeah.
shit, you know what I mean? So that's one thing I really like about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can respect that. I can absolutely respect that. And respect that about Joe Rogan. So
I like
shout out
hearing
him,
their
man.
opinions, man. Because honestly, regardless if I agree with their opinions, it's like, okay, I know where you're exactly coming from.
Yeah.
Right.
As opposed to what the media is trying to portray them as. You know what I mean?
True.
So
True. So you let them come on and kind of like, talk their shit
Yeah.
and get it from the horse's mouth rather
Exactly.
than people assuming. Yeah, I can respect that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what's up,
So As long as they don't turn into Hitler or whatever the case may be, then yeah, we good. And I mean, I'm just using Hitler as an example.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Once they start going hardcore with that pro stuff,
yeah,
it
starts affecting people's lives and shit.
Yeah.
That's where I draw the line.
Well, shout out Joe Rogan, man, because he's doing his thing. Have you seen like how hard Joe Rogan can kick?
Nah.
Yo, Joe Rogan kicks harder than dude. He kicks harder than like most people, man. Like most MMA fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Like his actual, he's got some videos. If you haven't seen them yet, YouTube Joe Rogan like kicking a bag. This guy, I would not. Even if you paid me $1 million, I'm not taking a kick from Joe Rogan.
Say a word, it's like that.
He'd fucking crush my sternum. I'd die.
I didn't even know he was a fighter. I didn't even know he was a comedian.
Come on. Are you serious?
No, I just used to see the 1-2 videos. I'm like, okay, this guy, you know, I see.
I just knew him from Fear Factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't watch TV, right? So
someone said the same thing to me this week. Like, I had no idea Joe Rogan was a comedian because there's like a special on Netflix.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? Like, how do you think he got his start? You thought he was just always like the MMA fucking.
I thought he was just a straight podcaster. I had no idea.
Oh,
Which is
serious?
cool.
Serious? You don't watch MMA?
I haven't watched TV since 2004.
Hey.
Like,
Well, what about?
I
you
wish
know,
I could
do watch
agree with
UFC
you.
at
So
all,
even
or-
Dave Chappelle, I never seen an episode.
What?
You've never seen an episode of Chappelle Show,
How?
No.
How have you not seen an episode
Wow.
of
Because
Chappelle
I wasn't
Show?
watching TV. I wasn't watching TV.
but you've never seen it
You
on
never
like.
gone back and watched
I
it?
have given up watching TV since 2004.
Yo, shout out to Ilya.
But like, I mean, come on, you haven't watched like DVDs or the online.
Nah, not really.
So if we showed you like Chappelle Show right now, this would all be.
I've heard things, but I've never seen the full
Oh
thing. So,
wow!
and it's cool. I'm not personally. I don't feel like I'm missing anything.
Yo.
Because a lot of shit. No, I'm being honest. A lot of shit that he may have done has been done in other shows before. Maybe not the same way, but same content.
Yeah, Chris Brown. I'm not Chris Brown. Chris
In
Rock
Living
has
Color.
similar skits.
In Living Color, especially.
Yeah,
In Living
similar skits.
Color
I feel you.
touched on a lot of shit that he did. Not the same way though.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you though,
Yeah.
Chappelle Show is fucking
No,
over.
I understand. I fully.
Like,
fully.
man.
I don't feel like I
I
missed
have
out
season
on a lot of
2 and
shit.
maybe even season 1
Yeah.
on DVD. Can I give you them?
I watch them.
Yeah.
But I'm a person now from a long time ago.
You got? Are you serious? You've never seen? Man, okay, yo.
I might have seen 1 or 2 little skits.
Like
Yeah.
you've seen
On
like
YouTube.
you've seen the Making the Band shit.
Nah.
Wow.
Nah.
But you probably doesn't even know what making the band is, though.
See,
right?
I know that line,
Yeah.
but not because it's from there, because people repeated it.
Whoa,
I'm
man.
It is what it is. Like I said, I made that choice to give up on
Shadows
TV a
Baxter.
minute ago. Like, so, anything that from 2004 on, television-wise, I'm
Bruh.
oblivious to.
I'm way too
Kind
high.
of crazy.
I'm
I
too
hear
high
it.
for you to be telling me. That
I hear about
that
shit.
You've never watched Chappelle
I hear
Show.
about I hear about Jersey Shore. I hear about all these
I
things.
never watched that shit.
But what I'm saying is,
But Chappelle's a must.
no matter what it is, whatever came from since then till now, I haven't really cared about.
Wow.
Never cared.
Damn.
It just. I remember in 2003 sitting down, flipping channels, like there's nothing on fucking TV. I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah.
So
I feel you.
Yeah.
That's why I won't get cable.
Yeah.
But I mean, if there's a show that people like just keep
Yeah.
telling me is fire, then I
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah, I know
like,
what you mean.
peep it.
But I just like.
No, I definitely feel you. Like, personally,
Yeah.
I hate TV myself. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
get really bored watching TV, but something like Chappelle Show, I mean, fuck.
No, I know
like,
what you mean, man.
that's my shit. You
I
know what I
know.
mean?
I know
We
what
got
you
nonsense on here saying like, man, you can't believe that, like, you never watched this.
Nah.
Have you seen Key and Peele? Baxter wants to know.
Not all of it, nah. Nah.
Some of it?
I've seen clips of it on
Okay.
YouTube, but I'm not like, oh, I've watched every episode.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
man.
And like
That's
I said,
crazy.
they're funny, but at the end of the day, I don't feel like I missed shit. Because so much type of program before that, since I was a little kid till now, have touched on all those subjects.
Word.
They're just doing it
Yeah.
in a modern time.
I kind of feel
Yeah.
that, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. I kind of feel that, like, to be completely honest with you, like, if you ask me about certain TV shows, I'd be absolutely oblivious
Do you know
to
what
anything
show
that's
I
out
know
right now.
nothing about?
What's that?
Which one?
Seinfeld.
Ha!
Are you serious?
I used to watch Seinfeld.
Serious?
I love
That show, like, I don't know a fucking thing.
You didn't watch it once?
I've seen it like
Yeah.
10 times.
I used to watch it a lot. It was funny.
That shit used to come on TV when I was young, and I was like, yo, this shit
What
is
the
so
fuck?
fucking whack. Like,
It's a lot of dry humor, man.
get this shit the fuck out of here. And then fucking when I got older, like all my like friends, like a large percentage of my friends, like my rap friends, it's, for some reason, it's like everyone who I grew up with who liked hip hop, like Seinfeld. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For some reason, there's a connection there.
I don't actually like the show, but I understood what it was about, and I'm like, this is kind of cool. It's like Friends, but
see, I fuck with Friends.
yeah,
I don't fuck with Friends,
but it's not like Friends.
I'll be there for you.
Yeah, Friends isn't a show that I really, really like fuck with a lot.
How you
to be
doing?
really honest with you.
What's a guy named Joey?
Joey
He's
Tribbiani.
That guy's
He's
killing
funny.
me.
That guy,
Yeah.
that guy's funny. But like the guy Ross, he seems like a sociopath to me.
Yeah.
Like I can't.
Ross
you know,
is
be
fucked
like,
up, bro. Yo, we're literally sitting here talking with friends right now.
That's crazy.
Yo, done though.
Shout out Friends, but yeah, like I said, man, I've never.
Oh, there's a song that just came out. What's it about? Rachel Green. It's like an R&B song about Rachel. R&B pop song. I do made now about a girl being like Rachel Green.
Really?
You're my Rachel Green.
Well, that's
I was
fucking
like, what the fuck?
trippy.
And it has clips of the show in the video,
Yeah, that's trippy, yo.
and it matches almost every word he said. I'm just like, what the fuck?
That's kind of weird. Like I said, man, that show to me, that guy Ross, he to me is a sociopath. I try to watch it every now and then. I'm like, this guy's psycho. Like, why does no one realize, like, this guy's a psycho killer, you know? Like, his whole mannerisms.
Psycho killer.
Yeah, qu'est-ce que c'est, man? He's gonna... Fuck Ross.
Fuck Ross, yo.
I would run far away
You
from
better keep that
Ross.
same smoke when Rose comes to town, alright?
But no, I can never really get into Friends, but Seinfeld, I love it. Curb Your Enthusiasm, dude, that's my shit.
Yeah.
That's what I heard is good. I've never watched.
Man, Curb is like Seinfeld on cocaine, even though I've never tried cocaine.
Cocaine.
But Curb, especially after season 3, such a good show, man. That's like easily one of the best TV shows, comedies ever, in my opinion. I love that show. Like, I die for that show. Like, anytime it's on, I'm a fucking huge Curb Your Enthusiasm fan. Game of Thrones? Have you seen Game of Thrones?
Fuck no. I don't watch Dungeons and Dragons.
Are you serious? So neither of you guys watch Game of Thrones?
Fuck no.
I hear great
Oh
things
my
about
God.
it. I hear great things about it.
I hear great things about it, but get that show the fuck
Dude,
out
I
of
just
here.
don't watch TV, bro.
I'm pretty sure when it's all said and done, Game of Thrones is going to go down as the greatest TV show of all time.
No, fuck that.
Absolutely. I will...
Breaker High's better.
Breaker fucking High. Get the fuck out of here. Bro, this guy said Breaker fucking High. Are you kidding me right now? That's hilarious, bro. This guy said Breaker High. But no, seriously, Game of Thrones is like, that will go down as the best show of all time.
Do you know what was so funny about Breaker High, though?
I barely remember Breaker fucking
Okay,
High.
well, that's
so
how
please
Ryan...
tell me what's so
Don't you
funny.
remember Ryan Gosling?
Yes,
that was
that's
before,
on-
yes,
yeah.
okay.
That's on CBC?
I don't
No,
remember
it was
what
on
channel
YTV.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes, I remember that show. It was on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
I remember
so
that
I'm watching this
shit.
movie the other day, or this Netflix series, right? And the dude's like in the show, like he's like quits from like a sitcom or whatever, right? And he's
Yeah.
like, Ryan Gosling would never do this.
Yeah.
And I'm just like thinking in my head, I'm like, actually, yeah, he would. I'm like,
Dude.
Breaker High is more cheesy than the fucking.
Okay, hold on.
I was like,
Hold
yo,
on, hold
whoever
on.
wrote the screenplay for this movie never seen Breaker High.
I'm pretty sure I know a show that was even cheesier that Ryan Gosling was on.
No, Ryan Gosling wasn't
Young
in
Hercules.
it, but it was like
No, he was the main star of that fucking show.
not the one I was just talking about. But
Breaker High?
No, never.
Oh, wait, no, but the movie you're
Oh,
saying where the guy is saying Ryan Gosling wouldn't do this.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Ryan Gosling was in, if I'm not mistaken, a show called Young Hercules at one point.
Get the fuck out of here.
Let me Google this shit.
Yo, will somebody fucking sweep Ryan Gosling the fuck out of here?
let's
what the
get
fuck is
that
that
guy.
shit? And while we're at it, Leonardo DiCaprio too, because even though he's like the greatest actor of all time, in my opinion, get the fuck out of here for the Man in the Iron Mask. Like, I still ain't forgiving you for that fucking lame shit. Have you seen the Man in the Iron Mask?
Nah,
Yeah,
I'm actually
so
not a
whack.
movie cat. Like, I seen certain movies.
Dude, that's him right there. Take a look at this shit.
The last time I
Let's
saw a
see this.
movie, in a minute.
Get the fuck out of here.
I told you.
Yo, somebody get the world's biggest broom to sweep Ryan Gosling's ass the fuck out of here.
You kind of look like Ryan Gosling. Just saying.
Yo, thank you. That's a compliment, though.
It's
You
like
know, I'll
80
take
pounds
that.
heavier or something.
Yeah, yo, I'll fucks with that.
Who
Yo,
fucks with that, yeah?
the dad bod Ryan Gosling, get at me. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Yeah, that's something that the dad bod does. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus. Alright, but yeah, I mean, back to fucking these albums, man. Like I was saying, man, like there's some pretty decent albums.
I think the best album that dropped was No Way Out, Puff Daddy.
Of all time?
This week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. We taking acid again? You tripping? What the fuck's going on? Like, explain that statement. How the fuck is that the best album that dropped this week? Listen, he took some dick samples. Alright, and he sampled Sting. That cost a lot of fucking money, and shout out to him for being able to afford that.
Do you believe that what's the Suge Knight's son is saying Tupac is
Yeah.
Do you believe it though?
No, fuck no.
That
when I see that, I'm like, somebody get this guy the fuck out of here.
The fact that people still believe that this guy is alive is like...
Yo, we don't know though. We don't know nothing.
Actually, I'm drawing I'm drawing a line in the sand right now.
Hold on, you think Pac's still alive?
I don't know
If you think Pac
shit.
is alive,
I don't
remove
know
me from
shit.
your Facebook friend
I
list.
don't know shit.
I don't know you.
I don't. Was there open? How did we see his funeral? Do we know what happened? Do we know he's buried? Where is he buried?
He's not buried. He was cremated.
Okay.
He was cremated.
So did they have a coffin? Did they have a private ceremony? I don't know. I don't know shit.
Yeah, they had a private ceremony for him, apparently, like the Outlaws and shit.
The Outlaws smoked Tupac.
I don't.
I don't know about all
Supposedly
that.
that's what they said, right? Supposedly that's what they said. Again, I don't know shit. I wasn't there. I don't know shit. And they don't. The fact that I don't know, man. I can't take his son seriously. I can't take his dad seriously. Like the fuck.
You're almost just like by default. You're like, I just already don't trust you.
Like we didn't even know he had his son popping around.
I
didn't even know he was a father.
I think Tupac's dead. Let the man rest in peace, man.
Hey, could you imagine Suge Knight being your dad? Yo! That would not be a fun lifestyle.
No.
You're like creeping in the door at like 8.
They tackle your ass, fuck you up. Just on sight.
He make you drink his piss.
And you're saying like you're in there's two.
If I don't teach you now, I don't wipe your mouth out with soap.
Oh man. Listen. You're fucking around, you're not gonna get that
Drink
interview
this.
with Tupac or with Suge Knight's son. So you're saying a lot of inflammatory shit right now.
Yo, maybe like with the whole thing with Vanilla Ice, like that was just him parenting him. He was just like, yo, I'm sunning you right now.
I didn't realize how young Ice was. He was 16 at the time.
Yeah, he was mad young when Ice Baby.
Yeah.
Dude, that song's still making money to this day. Like, I don't know if there's a lot of songs in the history of hip hop that have made more money than Ice Baby.
Well, you know what else still making money to this day?
What's that?
MASH. And will someone get that show the fuck out of here, please?
Where did MASH come from?
Oh, MASH? I love MASH.
Yo.
Maybe you're too young for MASH.
Yeah, get that show the fuck out of here.
Because
MASH had
I love MASH.
Yeah,
man.
MASH had his moment.
Not that I loved it, but it was like kind of cool to watch because I'm like, okay.
Alright, this is a generational gap type thing.
No, I was young when MASH was out.
We're just gonna let this one slide.
I was young when MASH came out.
I have to agree to disagree on MASH.
Listen, MASH wasn't a bad show at all. It has its moments. The older I got, the more I kind of understood. You had like the alcoholics, you had the pussy ham, you had the guy pretending to be gay because he wanted to get out of the fucking army. You had
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, dude. There was the dude. There's
Maybe
the guy.
I'm just too young to understand
Yeah,
that shit, but
the
every
guy's
time
like
I'm just
cross-dressing because he
like,
wants to get the boot from the Korean army. Like it's taking place in the Korean army, right? You got like the woman, like the one lady nurse, and she's kind of like hooking up with a few of the different guys, and you got like the little
promiscuous woman.
Kind of, you know, you got the little psychic dude, and it was what it was, man. Fuck, that show's a legend, MASH.
Promiscuous girl.
Who was that? Nelly Furtado?
No, that's fucking it's Michael Jackson, except it's Liberian.
What? Okay.
Yo, you don't know Liberian Girl by Michael Jackson. We're gonna have to get you.
Yeah, no. Did Nelly Furtado have a song like same thing like promiscuous girl? Da, da, da,
yeah, I guess the phrasing. Yo, I should use that in a rhyme.
There you go.
No, because it's both girl. Girl doesn't rhyme with girl. Too bad.
You could rhyme with world, curl.
Yeah, but then you lose the 2 song references in a row, and then it makes no sense.
Fuck. There you go. Sorry, bro. I fucked up your whole plan.
No. There was no plan. There was no plan because it's girl and girl. Like, oh man, I could just take this so many places right now.
You could. You always do seem to kind of do that, which is kind of like, it's indicative of who you are as a person when you start drinking, Mr. Maloney.
Oh, is it?
I don't know. I'm just saying that. I'm just throwing out big words like indicative.
Or do I just put on an act? Maybe at home, like I actually wear like a bow tie and a very tight like plaid shirt with like a 20-year-old pair of Levi's and a leather belt that looks like it's about to break, and I'm just like on my dad shit, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like maybe I like to read.
You're gonna be an interesting dad.
Maybe I like to read like Reader's Digest.
I haven't heard of Reader's Digest in like 15 years. Do they still make Reader's Digest?
I can't tell you.
Well, shout out Reader's Digest. I used to get the little like mini 150-page booklets every month dropped off to my house when I was a kid, and like the
and
books
I never read
stuff.
that shit once.
Oh, seriously? I used to read that shit all the time, man.
Yeah, generational gap.
Exactly. Absolutely a generational gap. I used to fucking love reading that shit.
Everything's generational gap from now on when we agree to disagree.
Word.
Motherfucker, you don't like quinoa? Yo, generational gap.
Quinoa. Wow. I just started eating quinoa like a couple years ago.
Yeah, that shit's good.
It's not bad. It's alright. Just sprinkle that shit on your oatmeal or whatever.
I made stuffed peppers the other night, and I used quinoa instead. Because usually I just like chop up like a bunch of like chicken, like ground chicken, and fucking like I put fire in there. Like that'll blow fire at your ass. Like
that sounds interesting.
But I mean, because of the hot pepper I put in it. But still, on the other tip, it's so good it'll blow fire out your ass as well too.
Word.
Hot peppers, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Either way, I tried it different the other night. I used a little bit of quinoa instead of chicken, just tiny bit of ground beef. Yeah, them shits was good as hell.
This guy's giving out the menu right here, the recipe.
Yeah.
Life lessons, Maloney's fucking Tuesday night dinner.
I don't know why the fuck I started talking about stuffed peppers, something like, quinoa. Wow, we should be called like the sidetrack show, you know what I'm saying? We just railroading all
this
day,
is really just like a rambling episode, just kind of just talking about albums and apparently Maloney's fucking favorite quinoa recipes. Shout out to all the quinoa eaters out there.
Hey.
You know, I'm still kind of learning what the fuck quinoa is. I'm not exactly 100% sure, but I'm learning. You know, it's a learning process, experience here. You know what I'm saying?
One day, you will be the young grasshopper.
Exactly. I'll get there. I'll learn what the fuck this quinoa shit is.
It's all about the quinoa.
Yeah.
Quinoa was everything around me. How would you say cream with a Q at the beginning?
Queen?
Could you still just say cream?
I guess you probably could, but you gotta have a U after that Q, I think.
Yo, so you went to the free Wu-Tang show. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I almost forgot.
What a fucking segue.
Let's talk about it.
It was dope.
What the fuck?
It was awesome.
Why didn't I get tickets?
Shout out fucking Wu-Tang Clan. I don't know. Dude, I don't know. I got the call from PvP, so shout out PvP. You know, he's
big up PvP.
You know,
King the Dot Connect.
Yeah. So no, you know, it wasn't even through that. It was through this company called Hexo.
Yeah.
Never.
He just won the tickets like everyone else.
Yeah, everyone exactly. Just won the email or whatever. And I guess he got 4 instead of getting 2.
Get the fuck out of here.
So he's like, hey, I got tickets for you and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So we went to go fucking see the Wu-Tang show. It was dope. Got lit beforehand with Specs.
See, I'm gonna pretend like it wouldn't be that dope just because I'm jealous I didn't go.
Well, shout out Peter Jackson.
Yeah, do I want to see Wu-Tang at
Rebel?
Now?
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes,
Get the fuck out of here with the Wu-Tang.
I'm
just
honestly,
playing. I love Wu-Tang.
No, check it out. I've caught the Wu-Tang.
We're supposed to interview actually you guys, so.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the phrase? Say your phrase.
At least he has a book.
Yo, man.
At least he has a book.
Yo, shout outs to you, God.
You got
a book, you know.
We trying to keep this interview coming.
I like you guys.
Just get that
Wu-Tang
money.
Boy, yeah. He's not the best memorable.
Is he the
No.
weakest link in Wu-Tang
I'm sorry, do you want me to just pick up my phone and call the RZA instead?
Alright, let's go.
I'm pretty sure I got him, Math, and Raekwon, and Ghostface's numbers.
We can argue all day over who's the strongest link in Wu-Tang, but who would you guys argue is the weakest?
Everyone's going to say you God. Like, you might say Master Killer because he doesn't have enough.
I can't tell you the weakest link that I think because if I ever see him in person, I feel like he would still snuff me.
There you go.
Exactly.
That's what's up.
I won't be
So
around,
we ain't even gonna talk shit on who the weakest link in Wu-Tang is. But yeah, no, I saw Wu before.
I'll give you a hint. He loves women as much as he loves the size of his dick.
There you go. So fucking weird. But anyways,
and he has a song that could be related to a farmer's task.
Okay. Alright. Well, I'm
I just want to drop it so bad. You know where I'm going with this, Stoan?
Not
100%.
I'm kind of lost.
Milk this cow.
Oh,
the
that's
best
right.
way we know how.
Yeah.
Park Hill Projects. Chicka blow.
I thought you were going
And
to do black
fucking,
shampoo.
I love you like I love my dick.
Black shampoo.
Nah, I feel you.
No, man, Cappuccino's the illest MC of all time, hands down.
Well,
yeah,
Cap was there.
Man. 97
No,
mentality, man. 97 mentality is a big record, man.
I think he was the weakest.
Nah, man.
Cap was there. Cap.
You know this track, 97 mentality?
Who, Cap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You must know that record.
Is it off the Pillage?
Nah, it's almost like an independent joint.
I don't know if I know that
One
shit.
of the first records he came out with.
I don't know if I know that.
Shit, listen to 97
He's got
mentality.
some videos.
Listen to 97
Especially at
mentality.
that time.
That record is fucking crazy.
Well, you know what? See, I actually I like Capadonna too.
Yeah.
That's why I hate calling him the weakest link.
Yeah.
But the reason why I call him the weakest link in Wu-Tang is because on some of the songs where he gets put on, like the legendary ones, he does some really
He killed Winter Wars though.
He does Winter Wars,
Yeah.
but there is some shit in there too though that's laughable.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's and now I can't get this deep hip hop head because I'm gonna start making comparisons, and they're definitely not people I want to make comparisons about on record.
But
unfortunately,
regardless though, the show was dope.
Yo.
What?
The fuck you whispering? What the fuck is going on here?
We had to do this once before. We were talking about something off record.
Oh,
so randomly whispering and shit.
I didn't catch it. That's why.
But
I was looking at something. Then
if I remember, I'll tell you after what I'm talking about, compare them to. But yeah, I don't know. When people have laughable bars, it makes sense. It's hard to be yo, he's. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the way he says shit is kind of
because even on his really sick verses, there's a couple bars there you're
yeah,
gotta laugh. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Capadonna, because I actually fuck with Capadonna hard, but I just think on songs because Winter Wars, you're right, he smashes that. He might have the best verse.
Yeah.
But what's the fucking one? Triumph.
Yeah, his verse on Triumph wasn't memorable, but.
No, because it's all over the place. Certified chatterbox. Daughter talking, take your story, walking, kid, brother, kid, what? Run for your cover, kid, one for your team. So I can squeeze with the advantage and get wasted.
I think it was more the way it sounded.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, man.
It was just their syncopation that made it dope.
Okay, man, but
a lot of people rap in code too, or they say things.
Yeah.
They know what it means, but nobody
laughs around.
It's not even that so much, because the slang, it's alright, cool. It's just the fucking flow of it. It's just all over the place. You know what I mean?
Maybe you had to rush that.
As a fan, I've learned to love it. But that was one of those verses back in the day. I'm just the song starts off with I bomb atomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses, can't define why I be dry. Then you got fucking meth coming with the street coat, name desire. You got, and then fucking Capadonna comes in. And it's just you should just put that at the end of the song at least.
So put it like this. It kind of segues into that whole Logic joint.
Because that's Logic joint's dope, man. Cap spits on it.
Yeah.
See, I like Cap.
Yeah.
I call him the weakest link.
Because he's on and off.
Shut up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can't feel it though. Listen, you want to know?
I don't know if he's the weakest link.
Do you want to know who the weakest link was on Sunday night? Who do you think would be the weakest link performing?
JayZ.
Yeah, unfortunately, JayZ was a little bit.
He must have been saucy,
JayZ was definitely saucy. Fucking, he was definitely on one.
He was saucy?
Oh yeah, man. He was definitely
on one. And it's a weak company too, right?
Do we mean saucy when you tell your girlfriend she's being saucy because she's being
you're being saucy right now.
I mean, he was
off the track, kind of saucy.
You're kind of saucy.
Yeah, that's not as funny.
Yeah, he was.
It'd be funny when you were saying he was being spicy.
Word. But nah, JayZ, he was definitely having a good time.
JayZ was being a little spicy.
But the show was dope. Check this out though. God, again, fuck homie. But they did the whole 36 chambers. So that was dope.
Yeah,
and then
they did the whole album?
They did the whole album.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
And then they did Triumph, Gravel Pit.
Gravel Pit.
Yeah,
song, man.
Did Meth do Release Your Delve?
Nah,
get the fuck out of here. Then I'm glad it.
Nah, he did because he did Method Man, so that was a solo track, and then he did Rockwilder. So they closed with Rockwilder.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Was Red there?
Nah, he wasn't there, but they closed with Rockwilder, which was dope because
I'm very confused.
He's still rock. I mean, Red's fan, so.
Nah, man. Oh, man, that's kind of weird without Red.
Yeah.
And he is part of. He's part of everything.
Well, isn't he supposed to be a member of Wu-Tang officially now?
Yeah,
he was all over the last album and shit.
Yeah, Yeah, so, you know, he's doing his thing, you know what I'm saying?
So, like...
So it's dope.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to gauge what Wu-Tang even means.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Like, Wu-Tang means what they mean.
You mean the words that they say, or what the actual acronym?
Like,
no, I
the
mean...
members are? Oh, and ODB's songs.
Like, as a group, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, like... all the subgroups and stuff and all that stuff.
Whatever.
It's like, who is Wu-Tang? Who is
They had two of ODB's kids there to perform his
saying?
rhymes, which was really fucking cool because one of his sons looks spot on like him. So that was really, really, really dope to see two of ODB's kids there.
What else?
Most of the rapper kids look like them and sound like them too.
Yeah. So that was really cool.
Jaden Smith looks like Will a little bit.
Yeah,
but
but it looks like a mix between both of them.
But the voice is like, it's his...
Yeah.
Yo, we should talk about how dope Jaden Smith is. So.
Yeah, he is dope. He is mad dope. Alright, he's kind of weird, but he's dope as shit.
Like, when that Icon shit was coming out, and after he wore a dress and stuff, I was a little, like, iffy. And then everyone's talking about this Icon joint. I'm like, come on, like, Jaden, like, people are praising this dude, and I looked at the video, and I'm like, yo.
He has some stuff that's alright.
And even at first, I wasn't huge on
Icon.
Icon. Like, it took me a few listens to really be like, yo.
I'm just an Icon living.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is hard.
Yeah.
And that, did you notice the one on the Logic joint was iconic?
Yeah.
And they like flipped a similar sample.
Yo, they fucked that shit up. Because you go to
Was it the same sample?
It's the same thing.
Shout out Logic for putting
They
out such a
flipped it,
dope
and then
fucking album.
I
never thought I would say that
To
shit
what?
ever.
You listen to the whole
But
song?
shout out Logic.
Yeah.
Because then when they flipped it again, they made like more of a boom bap beat.
Yeah.
I was like, that. I'm like, listen. Like,
But is it the same sample that they used for Jaden Smith, or just a similar sounding one?
Very similar. They
Yeah.
might have used it and flipped it, but
That's what I was curious of, because it was so like it just had that same vibe.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
And
this
he
shit is
shouts
hard.
him out on it too.
Yeah.
Mike,
Yeah.
let me ask you a question though. Did you ever think you would be shouting out Logic for putting out a dope fucking album? Out like this?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Now, I never heard his other albums, but I heard a lot
The
of
Frank
his
Sinatra
old,
stuff and
but
whatnot?
I've heard his old other shit, and he always impressed me.
Yeah.
He always like even this like the song "The Return" before the album came out, and everybody has to die.
Yeah.
I heard those joints. I was like, yo, this shit is sick.
See, I've never even listened to Logic's full like albums and shit. I've heard the 1-2 song here and there, but the shit that impressed me that I just knew he was an MC from the jump, because the first shit I heard by him was when he did the joint finally with Prime.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bonus track on the first album.
I love that joint.
That motherfucker spit, and then the extended version, I think it was on the Southpaw soundtrack or something.
Yeah.
Yo. Like, Logic is comparable to Royce on that joint.
Yeah.
Like, it's like actually like neck and neck.
He's
and
mad
Royce
dope, man.
goes in on that shit. And I'm just like...
He pleasantly surprises me on Wax. When I see him in kind of like interviews and stuff, I'm kind of like, this kid's a little
Yeah, he's corny. He's corny.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
he
But
can
on
spit.
Wax, the kid can fucking go. Like,
And you
Logic
know what?
goes,
Like,
man. And he,
I think maybe
put out a
that's...
good album, man.
Like, I don't even... Yeah. This album's the most I've ever really listened to him this whole career.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I peep like the singles, 1 or 2 song, whatever, you know, but like, whatever I'm told, basically, you know, it's like in the radar that like you have to check this at some point.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I never really got into him. I just, those verses on that Prime shit, I'm like, I know this dude can spit.
Yeah.
But like with a lot of rappers, I hear them on some shit like that, and they'll spit, and then I go listen to their album, and it's nothing like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, even like, you know, like that's happened tons of times.
Yeah.
'Cause people were, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm just like, I just never... I don't know, I just never really went that much further. Just listened what I had to, and some of the stuff didn't compare, and I'm like, what I figured.
Yeah.
Most artists impress you with, like, because that's what, like, that's when, like, I hear that.
Yeah.
It tells me you have the potential to be a Big L.
Yeah.
Or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you can make an album like that, and just make it currently, and dope, good beats and shit, like, that's classic right there.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Like, that type of, you know what I mean? Like, some shit like that. Like, but, you know, none of the artists who ever, like, really spit that dope ever do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, their albums are, like, trying to appeal to too many people. Like, it's never, like, just that one solid project that really wouldn't be that hard to fucking make.
Not even close to it. Like, even, like I said, I put that album over Lil Wayne's right now. People might disagree. I don't give a fuck. I like Wayne's album
with
too.
that because, like I said, Wayne's album surprised me, and this Logic album absolutely surprised me too. And I'm gonna go back and re-listen to this Logic album when I get out of here tonight, just to like fully take it in again. You know what I mean? Just to be able to, you know what I'm saying, just to be able to like actually compare it again right now. But yeah, the album definitely surprised me. As did the Wayne album. You know what I mean? Like the Wayne album, like I was saying earlier, I would give that Wayne album a 3.5 to a solid 4 out of 5, or, you know, 75 to an 80 out of, you know what I'm saying, 100. And right now the Logic's kind of looking the same. You know what I mean? But they're different type of artists, you know? And just hearing, again, like the way that Logic went in on this album, it's like, yeah, you kind of wanted to make that kind of like career album with this one, I kind of feel like, a little bit more. So you want to make a statement with this album, I feel like.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm going to go back and take it in, you know, re-listen to it again and absorb it and, you know what I'm saying? What's crazy, though, what I was saying a little bit earlier,
Rest
is
in
the
peace,
fact
George
that...
Michaels.
Yeah, what the...
He RIP today?
Okay, no, he died a long time ago. What
No, I mean like the date of his death.
Yeah.
So random. But no, what I'm saying is, you know, we had a lot of dope albums that just dropped this Friday. And 20 years ago, if we look at September 29th, 1998, we had JayZ,
Oh, you
Volume
went back
2, Hard
like
Knock
this.
Life.
You went back
We had
like
Quinoa.
this.
We
Yeah.
had the Love Movement. We had Black
Love
Star
Movement.
album. And we had the Brand Nubian album all drop on the same day. You know what I mean? So
I love Lord Jamar. Get that Brand Nubian album the fuck out of here.
what the fuck? That was a dope album, man. Don't let it go to your head now. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
Like,
fuck with The Return.
okay. I'll fuck with you. But yeah, as I was saying, like, you know, like we had a lot of dope albums again, you know, just looking back 20 years ago, and I'm looking at what just dropped on Friday, and it's like, yo, there was a lot of quality. You know, I haven't even mentioned, like I said earlier, the Vinny Paz album. I haven't even checked for
I
that
didn't
yet.
think that.
So there's a lot of quality that just dropped.
See, it's hard for me to
Friday.
really talk hip hop opinions because when we start talking about shit, I don't want to offend.
Who? Offend who? Fuck everybody. Say what the fuck you want, man.
But that's the beautiful thing about hip hop. Same thing about sports,
Yo,
man.
I
Like your
had-
favorite, you could have a favorite, and statistically, they don't have to be the best.
But
You could
that's your
argue
favorite, yeah.
that they're the greatest because
Yeah.
of X,
Let me
Y,
tell you
Z. Stats are stats.
Because
you know
I
what
like
I'm
a
saying?
lot of
But-
rappers for like, you know, but like if we're
But that's the beauty of it,
Yeah.
man.
I
What
like
fits
this,
you
man.
But
as
if
a
we were to
fucking
be like,
person.
yo, is that a good rapper? I'd be like, nah, he's ass.
This
But like
is-
I like 20 of his songs. You know what I mean? Like
this
so-
is
like,
like
Oh shit, the
literally,
Leafs are playing tonight too, eh?
literally like I had a discussion with somebody months ago. I didn't even remember about Outkast and their impact. And I posted another fucking status, had nothing to do with fucking Outkast.
Right.
And this motherfucker argued with me for like 30 minutes plus.
shout out to that motherfucker.
About what I said about Outkast. He's from North Carolina.
Shout out
And-
North Carolina.
And he's like,
Gonna raise
yo,
up.
you said they weren't this and you said they weren't that. And I said, yo, look, man. Before Outkast came out, guys like Jermaine Dupri and those guys who ran LaFace Records that Outkast signed to, and a bunch of other people paved the way for Outkast to fucking be who they are. And if you don't know that, that's fine. You're looking from a rap perspective, cool. But on a business perspective, if they didn't do that, Outkast may have come out, but they had to be on something to be out. You know what I mean? They got signed to I wouldn't say LaFace was a big major label, but they had TLC, they had Usher.
LaFace did its thing.
Yeah.
Fucking-
And they signed to a label that was reputable for R&B, which they be able to filter the budget to help them go somewhere. But I get where he's coming from. But this dude, this is why I don't care about offending people. Because if you remember the conversation from 2 months ago that I don't give a fuck about, and you're still mad about it, then they're fine. Bring it up.
Yeah.
I said, yo, shit, you work hard for that W. Even though you still got a W. You didn't get the W. You didn't get the W. Because I told you, Jermaine Dupri did a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Jermaine Dupri's the Godfather of Atlanta.
Yo.
That's
Fuck.
You should have just
Jermaine,
like
hold on.
after like 10
Sorry,
comments,
sorry,
you should have
hold on,
just been like, motherfucker, take your shirt off and spit it around like Alex.
Let me retract what I just
don't
said real
fucking
quick.
kill me, man.
Let me retract what I just said real quick.
Yeah.
The Godfathers of Atlanta are Jermaine Dupri, Dallas Austin, and Rico fucking Wade.
Yeah.
Yo, Organized Noise.
Organized
People,
Noise.
Organized, like, people don't even know the biggest hit they ever produced was
Waterfalls.
Waterfalls.
Yep.
You know
And
what
they
I'm
all
saying?
work together.
And they had to
All
actually
work
get
together.
permission from Dallas to say, yo, can we put TLC on this because those are your acts? But yeah, fuck yeah, man. Those are the Godfathers of Atlanta.
They all
man.
work together, so
For
there's
sure.
not one. It's not like Jermaine Dupri and Outkast didn't fuck with each other.
Shout out
Nah,
to the
they
Dungeon
work.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all work
Once they
together,
got to
man.
a certain level, but Jermaine was doing it before almost all of them,
Of
other
course.
than Dallas.
And
Dallas was kind of there around the same time.
but
And did you know
the-
that 2 Chainz is part of the Dungeon family too?
Yeah, or
not 2 Chainz,
Future.
Future.
Sorry, yeah.
He's one of the
Future.
sons of
Future,
He's
yeah.
Rico Wade's nephew.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah. So he grew up around that
Yeah.
shit. Atlanta, man, like, I have a lot of respect for what they do. Everybody I've met from Atlanta as far as artists, like, they come up here and they're like, this is dope. It's bigger than what we have.
Yeah.
But there's a little bit more community down where we have. Like, every
Yeah.
night of the week, there's something
Yeah.
popping, killing it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And we got to build up to that. Because Toronto's on a fucking worldwide level right now, but we don't have shit every night.
We
that's
lost
popping
that.
There's
on a
not a
worldwide
scene.
We
level.
used to have that.
Oh, fuck yeah. We
That
had
used
a
to
club
be
scene that was
Toronto, man.
crazy.
Like-
crazy.
every day of the week you can do something.
We still kind of can.
But it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not what it was.
It's a lot easier if you do coke and MDMA.
No, you want to know something that's crazy? You want to know the guy who started all that club shit for the city?
In Toronto?
Vince Carter.
No.
Dude, there's a documentary where it shows you how Vince, once
that.
Vince started bringing up a lot of those dudes.
Nah, they were doing basketball parties and all that shit.
No,
way
they
before,
definitely were,
before
but-
Vince was even in this city. Man.
I feel you.
Chris
they
BMW and Mona, Lady Luck Entertainment.
Yeah.
And even before, big up to Carlos Promo. He was doing shit with Shaq back in the fucking
Ramos,
day.
yeah, for sure.
You know Carlos Promo, right?
Yeah, but I'm not talking about the basketball parties, though.
Like, there's a lot of shit. Like, they were, even Carlos, remember he was talking about he was doing parties in the fucking CN Tower. Who the fuck, when's the last time someone did a party in CN Tower?
I don't know. They do
Never
parties
heard
in
about
fucking
that.
Ron.
Right? So,
Never heard of that.
And this goes back to Chic Dynasty
Yes,
and
the
a whole,
club scene
whole
was
bunch
wild
of shit.
here, Chris. Chris remembers that shit.
Even when I promote the other day, even the Baby Blue thing I just posted. There's just so much shit that happened from the 80s that before Vince Carter even fucking showed up in Toronto.
Oh, they had different club scenes for sure. For
You know
sure.
what I mean? Like, Vince didn't
The
blow
house
up our club
music and
scene.
stuff.
Yeah, he was a part owner of Inside Nightclub, but that's about it. Fluid Nightclub was popping way before Vince was out here.
That's true.
Come on, man. You had to line up, dress up a certain way to get into Fluid. You couldn't just
I
go
wish I
to
had a
Fluid
shot,
like that.
like a gunshot on my pad right now.
Yeah. Yeah, big up to Vince for
Mike's
coming
just
in
firing
and doing this
straight
shit.
shots at Carter
But
right now.
no, I'm just saying though, like I get it. Like people,
Slam
we'll
harder.
look
brought a certain.
we look at
a certain.
we look at like even with Drake, we look at someone who so-called did it bigger. But you gotta remember, there's people that built that before they got there.
Yeah.
So,
Shout out Cardi. Every time someone talks about Cardi B without saying the B, I still just think of Cardinal. Like that's
Shout out
programmed in my
Cardinal
head.
Yeah.
Michelle, what up?
They
homie?
need to do a track.
Cardi B and
Yeah.
Michelle.
Why not?
Yo, that'd be. Yo,
I want Cardi to come back.
Call it Cardi's nuts.
Shots of Cardi. Yo, just call it Shots of Cardi. Or Shots of Bacardi.
Yo, I want Cardi.
Shots of Cardi.
That would be a dope fucking track.
I want
put that
Cardi
out
to
there.
come back and just show people how to rock.
Listen, can you put
Cardi's
that
there.
as a fucking Facebook status
Yo,
right
do you know
now?
what joint
Like,
I fucking love?
Put that out.
What's that?
please.
For
Cardi.
no reason.
What's that?
The Cardi joint?
Which one?
For no reason.
Which record is that?
No reason. You know that shit, right?
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Not off the top of my head. What album? What? Not off the top of my head, bro.
Shout out Cardinal out Michelle.
I kind of remember it is.
It's off his last album. It was like the joint, you know what I mean?
Nah, I don't remember.
It was kind
off
of
the
like
top of
supposed
my
to like people like interpreted it as like a Drake diss or Drake like.
Okay.
No reason.
Listen,
His
I
last
thought
album. That's a while ago,
Tossing
man.
money all over the ground for no reason.
I thought I knew a lot
Oh,
of random hip
the one
hop.
where he's like cussing in the whole record.
Yeah.
Oh, that, I didn't even know that was a fucking supposed to be a Drake diss.
People say that.
I didn't like that record because all he was doing was swearing. Like in every like.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude,
That's not Cardi.
what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
It was a dope joint though.
It was dope, but that kind of like.
Yeah, it's not the Cardi like that.
I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, what are you doing?
But you know what?
I get it. He's trying to.
But what do you want him to do? Make old time killing and fucking hustling 20 times over?
No. He can do something, but that didn't do shit for him. That record didn't do nothing for him.
It
So it's
didn't
like,
do nothing, but it was a dope joint.
I think it was okay. The production was dope.
I think that was a dope
I just
joint.
like when you start rhyming this. Like that's
My
what
favorite Cardi
yeah.
joint is Hustling, by the way. Too,
Yeah.
so I'm not just saying this
Yeah.
is like, you
But
know.
what I'm saying
Probably
is,
So
wrong with the
dope.
show.
this is why I
Yeah.
don't. This is
Yeah,
why
I
I
really
don't.
like what's the B side to Hustling? That fucking doom 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 brrrr, doom 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 doom. It's got them really sharp drums. Fucking
How is your memory this
He
good,
was
bro?
once
Oh, that joint. That
what the
joint.
fuck is that shit?
I
With
forgot
the-
off the top of my head, man.
I love that joint.
I just went through my records the other day.
I
and
love
I
that
seen
joint.
that
It's on
joint.
Firestarter, but
Yeah.
I think it was the B side to Hustling.
Yeah. I'd
I
have to
love
go through my
that
records
joint.
to see that
Man, you're
shit.
crazy, bro. Your memory, like your brain is like a microfiche just for like I thought I knew random hip hop knowledge. I've actually met my match. You know a lot more just like really random ass shit when it comes to.
I just love
This
hip
job.
hop.
Yeah.
The only difference
I do
is
too,
that's why I
like,
really like the
damn.
history because like that shit actually interests me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because like a lot of people were dope, and then finding out like you know like the nuances, who they knew, who put them on, because everything was like a cosign back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like everyone was connected in some way, even in ways people don't realize. Like, did you guys know Sam Snead went on to produce like the big joints for Dre?
Yeah.
Like he kind of got on through K Solo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even know that.
And he went on.
Yeah, because he produced
shit.
I Can't Hold It Back, and then like right after that, Dre nabbed him up because he was like, I don't know if Sam Snead's from the West. I don't know where he's from, but he had that kind of LA flavor with like the samples.
I think you
and
better recognize.
And
that
then
was
next
my
thing
record,
you know, those joints like the Keep Your Head Ringing and Natural Born Killers are next level fire production.
Well, he produced those joints?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he produced. So I don't even think Dre has any credit on either of those beats.
And then he went on to do, I think, porno after that, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, real? See, I don't know.
He went on to do some shit like that.
See, I don't even know all that, but like that's one thing I think's crazy about like these legendary producers. Like in Toronto, to me, the best producer is Scam. Of all time.
Oh, yes,
I can't, like, I don't know.
Toronto?
Yeah, best producer, hands down.
You know what's fucked up?
Boiling Point, the Maestro joints, fucking the Bishop joints, the fucking, like, he represented different levels of different generations of Canadian hip hop, and it was all fire. The biggest hits, the fucking, Scam
was dope, man.
Scam is hands
I like
down.
DRK too. DRK was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And Frankenstein.
Fucking Tom Mason.
Yeah. I mean, you can get into your rich kids, and you can get into your boy wonders, and you can get into all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Because that's a generation, right?
Yeah.
Grassroots.
But to me, Scam is the like he's the DJ premier to me of like Toronto hip hop.
Wow. Shit, man.
Because of just that influence, like a lot of the greatest groups, the greatest acts to come out of here, they all worked with him. It's like Primo, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you come from New York and you were great, you worked with Primo. Like, name me a great New York rapper that didn't work with Primo.
I feel you.
Who?
Grupo. That album was dope, but they weren't great. That album was dope.
But I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to get that Lil Dap and Malachi interview, so you know, do your things. But
shout out to Group Home.
Yeah, Group Home wasn't my favorite album.
You had to get, but it was a dope album.
Yeah.
But you know, neither of them were really rappers. Like Preem kind of pressed them to rap. So you know.
You're just trying to get that money.
And now they got a career off it. So like, you know.
Man.
Primo was the signature. If you don't got a Primo joint on your album, you ain't shit.
You know what though? And it's crazy because I wasn't really huge on the Group Home record, to be honest. I liked it. Fun fact, did you know when Christina Aguilera hired DJ Premier to be a producer for her, for Back to Basics, that the reason she picked him, she told him on the phone, was because she liked his production on the Group Home album.
Oh, wow.
That album, the production of the
album. He's like, I could not believe
that.
I was like, get the fuck out of here.
She listened to the Group Home album?
Yeah.
She's from Jersey.
That was why she picked
More
Primo.
reasons to want to bang her when
she's from Jersey,
right?
Isn't she? So.
DJ Premier still likes all of her pictures, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, no disrespect, DJ Premier. That is the interview I'm dying for. Like, once I get that, I can just, like, go fucking put me on the cross. You know what I mean? I'm the fuck out this bitch. I got that Primo interview.
That's a dope fact.
I love Primo is God to me.
But you know what I'm saying, man? That Group Home album was fucking dope. Not the rapping, but the way it was put together.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. J. Rue was
dope. Yeah.
What's better, Sunrise in the East or Hard to Earn?
You're an asshole. So, what's better, Sunrise in the East or Illmatic?
Illmatic,
hands down.
Illmatic.
Shout out to Jay with the Damager, friend of the show, the other show, Breaking Records Radio.
But Hard to Earn is better than fucking Illmatic.
Yeah.
You might not feel it.
No.
No. Wait, so you caught me off guard with that.
Yo, somebody get Mike to Stone the fuck out of here right now.
No, man.
I'll give Nas credit because he only had one feature. Even though he said, what that line he said, I don't know the line where he says he had no features, a classic with no features, but you had one feature. Shut the fuck up.
Easy.
Stop lying.
No, but he says, my first album had no famous guest appearances. AZ wasn't famous at the time.
Okay, no famous guests.
The outcome, I'm crowned the best lyricist. Who else on this professional level?
Was he really crowned the best?
The world is still mine.
But was he really crowned the best lyricist after that album came out?
Yeah, he was.
Was he though? Was he crowned?
Yes.
Because Biggie was considered the king of New York before he died.
Yeah, but there's a difference between the king of New York
and Nas wasn't.
There's a difference between the king of New York and the best lyricist, though.
I guess so.
B-I-G-G-R-E a.k.a.
B-I-G.
You
know what?
Also known as the Bon Appetit.
Would Biggie...
That verse is fire. It's so jargon, but it's so fire.
would Biggie still be the king of New
Also
York
known as the Bon Appetit. Rappers
after
can't
JayZ
speak,
blew,
need
or would
treatment.
JayZ ever send you
I
to
think
that
they
spot?
would either have shared the crowd or someone would have fucked somebody's bitch. Or, who knows, because
I don't
with his
see Biggie
problem-
fucking Beyonce, so...
He fucking all kinds of shit. He fucking, you know, he's Biggie.
Yeah, he matched Lil Kim and
Maybe
Faith
Beyonce
Evans.
was into Biggie. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
It's
But
all about the money.
do you think, like, okay. Because
Who
I mean,
cares
like,
if he fucked Beyonce or not? If
because
he
in
fucked
my
her
mind, like, JayZ's still the king of New York, but Nas is the best lyricist. You know what I'm saying? Like, JayZ's
Yeah,
the king
yeah.
of the rap game, but Nas is still,
But I think
like,
if
the top
Jay
MC of all
really
time.
wanted to rap, he could rap. And he
Okay.
might even fuck up Nas. If he
Who,
wanted
Biggie?
to. No,
Jay.
If he really wanted to.
Were you saying Jay?
I don't think...
You saying Jay
I'm
took
saying-
it soft on Nas?
No, I'm saying...
No, man.
No, I'm saying...
Nah,
No, listen to what I'm saying.
man.
I'm saying, if Jay really wanted to rap, we've never got 100% of the Jay. Really, we haven't had it.
No, that's
Wow.
facts. That's
Wow.
facts.
So imagine if he went 100% on what he was doing.
He's the Mr.
Yeah.
Slow Flow.
Jay's the Mr. Slow
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You've never heard him fast flow?
Oh, of course
But
I
he
have.
does his
Okay.
fast
That's
slow.
what I'm saying. He's Mr. Slow Flow.
Okay.
'Cause
He
can do
raps
his
a certain way.
Yeah.
He's proved himself early in his career.
Yeah.
But he broke it down to, like, yo,
Yeah, he
put it
dumbed it
this way.
down.
As a rapper,
More
I think we
money.
talked about this. I don't know if it was on
And he
record
got
or off.
multiple flows.
But I said, like, I commend artists who are dope MCs.
Yeah.
Who makes, like, simple, almost mumble rap shit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're big joints. Because I said it's so hard. Like,
It's hard.
I don't want to compare it to Drake because Drake's aren't just... But you know what I mean? Like, Drake does have very simplistic songs that are
Yeah.
like, very just, like... You know, as an MC, you're almost like, like, I would never put this out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the fine line between, like, you know, but... fucking... what the hell were we just talking about?
Jay.
JayZ.
Slow flow.
Slow flow.
Oh yeah, slow flow. Well, it's that same thing. Like
Slow
just to be
flow
able to
is
break your flow down.
remarkable.
Like yo, like Hard Knock Life by Jay.
shit.
Lyrically, that song is so trash. Hard Knock Life.
Yeah.
Lyrically, that song is trash.
Yeah, but you know what? Like a song
But you
doesn't
know what?
always have to be
No, it doesn't.
super lyrical
But
for a song
that's
to be
what I'm
dope.
saying. I love Hard Knock Life.
Yeah.
I love that joint. I know every word. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like that's trash compared to what JayZ is as an MC.
I feel
It's
you.
like
I fucks
looking
with
at
that.
like songs like Kiki. You know what I mean? That's trash to what you are as an MC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's what makes a great artist is being able to put that pride at the door
Yeah.
and just like do some shit that you're like, eh.
I fucks with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's like the real big comparison I see between the two because they both have super poetic capability,
Right,
but yet they don't feel like they always have to express
Yeah.
it, where most rappers do, and that's most rappers' biggest downfall.
You know what helped
Yeah.
Jay a lot too is he did a lot of R&B remixes.
Yeah,
Nas did some, but he didn't do as much.
Drake
as
just
Jay.
took the remix out and did R&B.
Yeah, but Jay was on almost. He was on a lot of R&B.
Yo, do you know what I just realized the other day?
What's
That
that?
fucking Best of Me. I've always loved that drum break.
Yeah.
It's just fucking Me and the Biz. The
Yeah,
drum break,
yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
That's it.
or not Me and the Biz. Sorry, Make the Music with Your Mouth Biz.
Yeah.
I never realized that because it's the Honey Drippers chopped up and fucking Ty, what is it, Ty Ferris who ran Cold Chillin' Records?
No, Ty Ferris isn't that the dude from
Or it's Ty,
that's the dude from like
I'm dropping his
5,000
last,
watts.
I'm
shit.
dropping his last name right now, fuck. Damn it.
Or T Ferris is the guy, sorry, that fucks with Paul Wall and those dudes.
Hold on. It's Ty something, but either way, he was the one who ran Cold Chillin' and shit.
Oh, word. Well, shout out Cold Chillin' Records, because that's old school shit. Man, this whole episode has been absolute fucking hip hop.
Yeah, what do we think about fucking Tom? I almost called him Tom Ford. Doug Ford's dumbass.
That's the segue from hip hop to
Yep.
Doug Ford.
Yo, sometimes the segway's most important segue is not connecting at all.
This is how we're gonna connect, like back into Toronto.
Yeah.
We'll just fucking hip hop to Doug Ford.
man.
Oh, well, do we care about Kanye wearing a MAGA hat and a Kaepernick shirt?
Not really.
Listen, Kanye's
Kanye's shenanigans. I'm done
Oh
with
my
Kanye's
God.
shenanigans.
Kanye's on a fucking whole other level right
Oh,
now.
how do we feel about Lil Yachty playing in How High Part 2?
I'm not mad at it.
But
I'm
no
not
Method Man
necessarily-
and Redman.
Yeah, you know what? I read that a few months back. I think they're writing it. They're helping write it. They'll probably have a cameo or something. I don't think Lil Yachty's gonna be the one to fucking sell that movie, though. To be completely honest with you,
Yeah,
They
somebody
probably
get
put
How High
somebody
2 the
else
fuck
in it.
out of here.
Who else could they have put in that movie? Like,
Highlight 2 with Little Yachty?
yeah.
What the
You didn't
fuck?
hear about this?
Hold on, wasn't it?
Yo, should we just bring a broom in here for the rest of the
Sweep 'em
shows?
up?
And like anytime we have to sweep somebody the fuck off of the
So
stage.
it's not with Red and Meth?
Nah.
Didn't they do part 2 already?
Nah, they're helping write it or something.
Oh,
but
what the fuck is
apparently,
this
like
shit,
they're not
man?
gonna star in it.
At
So
least
I don't
get-
see that being.
I don't fuck with it.
Well, the young generation might fuck with it. That's
I
the
don't
whole
give a fuck what
point.
the young generation
They-
wants. I want How High.
Yeah, at least they gotta do a feature.
If
in
fucking
there.
Snoop Dogg at fucking 40 years old can go do fucking Mac and Devin, go to fucking high school or some shit
Yeah.
like that, yo, Method Man and Redman can pull off a
At
couple
least-
more years
at
in
least-
fucking college.
at least
they
put
can
Wiz
Van
Khalifa-
Wilder in
At
it,
least
right?
put Wiz Khalifa in it. You know what I mean?
No, get the
Hold
fuck
on.
out of here.
But I
with
mean,
Wiz
if you
Khalifa,
know what I
too.
mean, but I'm just saying, like something.
need to,
yeah, come on, man.
No.
Yeah, that one's not gonna fucking fly if they didn't have Lil Yachty.
I saw that
as
shit.
the
I was
How
like,
High
what the
guy.
fuck am I
don't
seeing
know.
right
That
now?
is so trash.
I was like, nah, this ain't real.
I can't fuck with trash. That.
Well, shout out to the fucking Leafs because it's a 1-1 tie game right now. Apparently, according to fucking Bing. I don't know why Bing came up instead of Google.
Yo, fuck
is
the
Bing?
NHL.
Really?
Yeah.
Right, I like the NHL. I'm not really like a hardcore hockey fan, you know, like I'm not super Canadian hockey fan, but I have faith in the Leafs this year, man.
It's like one
this
of those
shit's looking
things.
super fucking stacked and
It's one of those things when something's so whack and so many people love it so hard.
have you ever
like,
gone to a live hockey game?
Oh fuck yeah, I've been to tons.
Dude,
I've been to them when they're
fuck
still
out.
Maple Leaf Gardens.
Oh shit! Are you fucking kidding me? That's
No,
dope.
with the Loblaws now.
Yeah. Shut up, fucking
Yeah,
lava.
fucking right.
Buy
No,
me
I know
the
all about
Gardens.
hockey games and fucking shit.
It's
Like,
not
I
bad.
used to
I like
watch
it.
sports when I was young. I don't like sports personally for a reason.
Yeah.
Because it's just modern day bread and circuses, except you pay for it.
That's just weird to me, but I get
You know what bread and
It's
circuses is, though, right?
Yeah. It's like the shit they would do back in like the fucking Greek and Roman days,
In,
kind
like,
of like
medieval
distracting
times and shit.
people. And
Yeah, you work for
Let
the
them have
state
their
all
bread,
day, and
yeah,
then you
too.
would fucking provide like a live show at the Coliseum
Yeah,
and provide
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
free bread and alcohol, and
Get
people
them all
would
smashed. And,
basically the ideology behind it was
Yeah.
that common people wouldn't get together and think or
Yeah,
talk.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's
You
what sports
just
are.
occupy them. They work for you all day, and then you occupy them.
Yeah.
Now the only difference is now you pay for your 2 for a beer or your fucking $20 cup of beer at the fucking stadium, and you pay for your tickets to go there if you're even lucky enough to go there, or you pay for the fucking NHL network on television or whatever shit that is. You know what I mean? Fuck that shit. That's why I don't fuck with sports. But you know what I mean? Everyone can be looked at that, and that's why like I hate when music like gets too simplified, too public, too popularly, because it's like music can easily be that tool too. It can be bread and circuses, but if you got somebody who at least like put some thoughts, some good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then
I feel you.
it plays a different role, a different purpose. That's why even like M's Revival album, that shit was trash. Like no disrespect to Eminem, like you know,
Yeah.
I wasn't fucking with it, but at least he tried.
But you can't dictate what the people are gonna fucking like, though.
No, you
People are
can't
gonna
either,
like what
you
they're
know
gonna
what I mean?
like. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
So-
he was ahead of his time. Maybe he was like too not behind his. Maybe it just didn't work. Like you know,
Yeah, shit happens.
you know, in time it tells a lot of things about things too as well, right? So I don't know who really knows, but anyways, yeah, that's why like I like rappers who can rap, but they don't always rap. If that's like the direction you're going, you know what I mean? But I think it's like
Yeah.
it's important to like preserve dopeness.
I get the sentiment, bro. I get what you're
Yeah.
saying right now. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know how we got all the way into that from
I
a
don't know.
hockey comment. But I think the Leafs are gonna kick some fucking
Yeah,
ass
fuck
this
the
year.
Leafs.
So shout out to the Toronto
Logic's
Maple
album's
Leafs.
kicking
Do
ass.
they have a better team?
Yeah, than they did last year.
Way
Fuck-
better team. Like
Fuck
they
yeah.
had a shitty team for like 20 years.
No, what are you fucking kidding me? Right now, the Leafs
No,
are
they
the
had a
most,
shitty team for 20 years.
the Leafs are the most stacked
20
team
years.
in the NHL
Right now?
in my opinion.
I hope so.
And I like, dude, they got young guys that are ready to go. They're hungry. They want
I
this
hope
shit.
the fuck
So, shout out to the Maple Leafs. I got faith in them. I want to see them dominate. That's what I'm looking at.
I just want to have that good ass
You know,
party.
if we win the Stanley Cup, though, like,
I'm
the
just
whole city's
dripping.
over and down.
I'm just dripping like little.
We're gonna
baby.
riot. If
Yeah.
the Leafs win, it's gonna be like one of the biggest riots that you've seen in North America. For
Yo, I'll be
sports
so pumped. I want to loot so badly. Yo, for real, that's like a life goal of mine. Like to go to a boiling point
Apple
somewhere
store.
where like some sort
I
of
go
riot
straight
starts
to the
happen.
closest Apple
Fuck no!
store.
I'm playing the '70s Bronx style. You know what I'm saying? I'm going straight to the electronic stores, getting some techniques, a couple blank records, a Serato box. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking.
So you're saying Blue Radio should fucking look out.
Yo, nah, man, no independent businesses. I'm going straight to like, why you airing me out right now? Yo, it's a dry snitching.
Yeah,
This
you
is
fucking
dry
snitching on
snitching.
yourself
Yo,
right
this is,
now,
you
bro.
Vlad. You Vlad right now,
Get the
yo.
fuck out of
Yo,
here.
right now,
Shut
Dustin
up,
Wareham
Vlad.
is Vlad.
Oh,
Dustin
fuck.
Vlad
Fuck
Ham.
off. Get the fuck out of here. Shut up, Vlad, for
Yo,
asking
somebody
those
bring the world's
pressing
biggest
questions.
broom right now to sweep my ass the fuck out of here.
Shout out to Vlad for asking the pressing questions, though, because that's what's up.
Yeah, yo, fuck. I fucks with Vlad. But yo, something that's not rap.
Yeah, let's transition into something. What's going on in Toronto? Yo, these shootings, man. There was a dude who
Was
got
there another
shot.
shooting?
There was a few shootings in the last few hours. A lot of shootings. One in
Shootings every
Scarborough.
day, man.
I
Get
think
the fuck out of here, accidental shootings.
Yeah, I
too.
think someone got killed today in Scarborough today.
Yeah.
You know, that's my borough. Fuck.
Shopping
It
at
was-
Birchmount? That's
Something like that
Yeah.
by a high school. You know, fuck, it's fucked up.
I know someone got stabbed a couple days ago, got killed or something like that.
My
Like,
thing is this: a lot of people are thinking, "What's going on right now?" This shit has been going on in front of you for the past 5+ years.
for sure it has. Longer than that.
Yeah, yeah.
Way longer than
Look,
that.
one of
Way
my
longer
friends
than 5 years.
I don't even know how many years he passed. Maybe 3 years now, 4 years.
Yeah, rest in
On
peace
the,
to him,
on the
man.
27th, he got stabbed on the damn 4th. He just opened up a restaurant.
Rest in
I was
peace.
supposed to check him that same night. And I was like, I'm going to check him next week.
Divine intervention.
By Monday, I find out that dude's dead.
Oh, wow.
Last week, I'm not even going to say what I'm going to say. So, I was supposed to be somewhere. I'm not going to say exactly where.
Right.
Heard somebody got killed.
Damn.
That's crazy.
And that happened like a week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, this shit happens.
Yeah.
I've been at parties where everything was cool. Somebody
like, what
shot
could you do,
somebody,
you know?
and the process was they were trying to rob that person. This is
Right,
what happened
right,
a few
right.
years ago. So don't tell me this is just all of a sudden this is happening. This has been happening in our city.
Oh, for
We've
sure
been
it's been
ignoring
happening.
it. There's been multiple stabbings throughout the past few years. We don't take stabbings as seriously.
No,
as we
for
take
some
shootings.
reason. But somebody that does a stabbing is way more of a fucking psycho than an accidental
Yeah,
murderer.
eh?
Yeah.
Oh,
You gotta
fuck
get a
yeah.
lot closer to actually stab somebody.
Oh,
than
fuck
you to
yeah.
shoot somebody, right? So it's definitely a lot more.
No, it's way more personal. And
Yeah.
yeah, like, yo, you got to be prepared to
Yeah.
put knife through
And
flesh.
there's a lot of reasons why this is happening.
A few times.
It's not just one reason or another. It's a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Price of living, like all types
Oh,
of shit.
there's a lot of things that go
For
into
sure.
this.
Yeah.
For sure.
Economics is a huge
Yeah.
one, but
Yeah.
everybody wants to blame the smaller issue,
Yeah.
right? Oh, look at the communities. Look at that. Like, there's so many different excuses
But the
to look
communities
at.
are a direct effect of the economy.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but that's the thing people like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's one thing I think is kind of like part of this. You know, like there's the ban on Muslims that's going on in like America and
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I
Stupid
mean?
shit in
And then
Europe, by the
stupid
way.
shit like that. But like, where does the line draw next, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's the next enemy? What's the next thing they're trying to pin you against?
Well, I'm hearing that Tory, he wants to kick people out who have criminal records or repeat offenders out of like Toronto community housing spots or whatever. But it's like, bro, where are they gonna go?
Yeah, and most
You're
of the
gonna kick people
returning
out. Where the
offenders
fuck are they gonna
are
go?
generally.
I'm not saying
It's like a 50-50 split, but
Yeah.
half of them might be still going back to the street shit.
Right.
But if you're like a regular offender, yeah, you're probably going back to the street shit. It's
Yeah.
like a 75-25.
Yeah.
But still, a few of those people are coming out, not even
Well,
wanting to do anything
this
to
is
do
the
with
issue,
that.
though.
But I mean, you're not really like you're not
This is the
rooting
thing.
an issue
But this is the
at
problem.
all.
When they
That's
go-
not helpful.
When they go in, regardless, what are they learning when they come out? What are they
Nothing.
doing that whole time when they're in?
None of this is effective. The only thing that's
Yeah.
effective is changing the conditions in which people are forced to live in.
Absolutely, man.
Economics is the root of things.
Yeah.
But see, and that's one thing we talked about in an earlier show that we never brought back up.
Yeah.
And it's Band-Aids. And it's just things that corporate, capitalist, Western world does to disguise issues.
Yeah.
Because the rooting an issue is always too expensive, right?
Right,
And that's
right, right.
exactly what all this shit is. It's the same as anything that capitalist, westernized world creates that destroys basically as the rich get richer, the poor get poor.
Yeah, and that's a
fuck yeah.
big situation that's been going on in the city.
Oh,
right
they
in
just
front
talked
of
about it
us,
too. Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Right in front of us.
Yeah.
Look what's going on with the whole thing with Doug Ford and the Bill 148. I don't
Oh,
know.
man.
I don't
That's
know
crazy.
everything about it. I've had a discussion on my page about it. I'm hearing both sides. And I understand both sides. But what is part-time workers and temporary workers, it's basically to protect them. But I get it where certain things in that bill fuck up employers too. They need to come to a resolution on both sides.
Well, let's look at it like this. we were supposed to have a raise of minimum wage up
Yep.
to $15 an hour.
Which is part of that bill.
Right. And what had happened was, in anticipation of this raise,
All these companies have already inflated.
Raised their prices, inflated their prices,
Yep.
let people go, did whatever they could because they thought it was going to hurt their bottom line. Now they're canceling this raise. These companies aren't going to
They're not gonna lower their
their
prices.
bottom line.
Fuck
It's
no.
going to stay the same. Now, a lot of people complained about the raise in minimum raise. And a lot of these people complain because what I said before, I think I said it to you guys last week off air. People base their failure, they base their bottom line on what somebody is getting paid for minimum wage. So if you're getting paid $20 for an hour and someone sees, oh shit, this person's going to jump from $12 an hour to $15 an hour, they feel like they are now that much closer to being a failure. Because this person is approaching parity to them and what they're getting paid. Instead of just looking at it differently, like, oh man, you know, I got a life to live.
Everyone deserves to survive.
Right. So
Nobody
you
cares
have
about that.
And now what you also have happening is companies are being put in a position now where it's like, why would they hire you full time? Unless they're like construction or something along those lines. But like, why would they hire you full time if they're just office or this, that, or the other?
Literally,
because now they don't have
4
to give you
months
benefits.
ago, started working my first job that was ever actually full time.
Right.
I'd worked other jobs that were quote unquote full time
Right.
before,
But
but there was no different than being a part time where you just guaranteed hours.
That's the status. They can keep you in a part-time status, giving you full-time hours without giving you the benefits, without giving you the health insurance, without giving you the stocks or whatever you're entitled to because you're busting your ass for them. Now, what this does is say, okay, no, you're only getting part-time. We're going to make sure that we have priority in your life for the hours that we assign you because it's not full-time. You're going to get random hours. You're going to get a select amount of hours. If business dips, we can cut your hours. If business increases, we can increase your hours. But because it's so randomized, you can't go get another part-time job to supplement the money that you're not making here because we come first. We are the priority. And what this also...
Do you know what?
Hold on, let me just.
You can't get 2 jobs though.
No, if you have to, you can. But if you don't know what your schedule is going to be, because your schedule varies every other week to every other week, then that puts you in a status of limbo because you don't know if this week you're going to be working Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Monday, whatever, because it changes to their business needs. And they consider themselves having the first priority. So it puts your life in a status limbo where you can't just say, okay, I'm going to get the second job and I'm statically working these hours because I need them and I need to make this money.
But anyone who works at a job that scatters you like that, though, needs to just fucking quit.
Yeah, but sometimes it's hard.
Because you can go get a similar job at a very similar place.
Not necessarily.
That would be more reliable. The only places that really fuck you like that are retail stores or fucking bars.
No.
Those are the only places that'll fuck you around with hours
not
like
at all,
that.
bro. I worked at Bell for 12 years, and for that 12 years, I got hired on as full-time. After I got hired on as full-time, they never hired anybody that came after me, like my particular class or whatever. They never hired anybody full-time. So for the next 10 years that I was there, all these people who came after me were only considered part-time. Because it's business needs, the company our schedules would literally vary depending on how the department hours were needed. So sometimes I'd have to work a Saturday, sometimes I wouldn't. It's like, yo, I got seniority. Why am I working on the weekend when I've been here for X amount of years? What it also happened is they're paying us great. They're giving us, benefits or whatever. But because some of these people have been there, for so long, but they're only part-time, they can't get loans to go buy houses. And again, because their schedules are shifting based on business needs, they can't get that second job to say, shit, well, this has got to supplement.
See, that's crazy.
So what happens is when you say, okay, we're going to put you in this position, it now makes a company. And another reason why I even got let go is because they start opening up companies all around different parts of Canada where
Dustin
they can hire
right now is like, yo, fuck Bell Canada.
No,
this is like kill shot.
I understand where they're coming from as business, but they start hiring. They start opening up different centers all around Canada. They start opening companies in Morocco, Philippines, Tunisia. Right? Then they start threatening us, hey, these guys are producing better numbers. So if you don't produce the numbers that they can produce, why are we going to pay you over $20 an hour for a job?
And this is the problem, right?
So that's what happens.
Doug Ford is claiming that if they if we scrap this bill, more jobs will come to Ontario. Now, prior to this bill, like he's saying, What was Bug Canada doing? Shipping jobs elsewhere.
Do you know what drawing more jobs is a term that always scares me?
Of course.
Because when you're bringing more jobs, then to me that tells me that you're doing something to cut the rights of humans.
Yeah.
Because the reason we have a business production rate factories, stuff like that.
Yeah.
If we're on a competing scale with more third world countries that don't have these rights,
people would be getting paid nothing.
Then we would have more factories.
Yeah.
The reason we don't should say something to the fucking humanity of the country we live in.
Yeah.
But instead, people are too fucking stupid to once again, it's capitalism.
Yeah.
Band-aids on everything.
And
you know what I mean? It's like, did you know that most E. coli breakouts, 90%, 80% of them are because they feed the cows a corn feed diet for like pretty well their whole lives.
Yeah.
And it's been actually scientifically proven that if you were to feed a cattle, I think it's like a grass diet, like just like a dinner or whatever.
Type diet,
A grass at 3 times a week, opposed to just pumping them full of corn.
Yeah.
That E. coli rates will go down like 95%. But that's a root.
Right.
Business likes to put a Band-Aid.
Of course.
So, because corn through the Monsanto, producing the GMO produced corn,
right.
and the global market, and it's so cheap. It's much cheaper to feed these massive fucking breeds of cattle corn than it is to actually grow fields of grass and it's cheaper to give them the fucking corn. So they're eating this, and that's where it all comes from. So it's too expensive of a problem for the capitalists
to deal with.
So they Band-Aid it. You know what I mean?
Chris
Recalls,
Thomas
things like that. Like, let a couple people die, then we recall.
Shout out Chris Thomas, who said his family's got a cattle farm, and that's fact.
Hey, yo, bring me some of that Angus beef, fam. What are we talking about right now?
I forgot what I was going to say.
But Band-Aids on society.
No, but with the Bill 148, he's basically, like, scrapping his bill is basically putting businesses in a position to profit off of maximizing off of your time and minimizing off of what they have to provide you for the time that they buy from you.
See, this is how you get to fucking literally third world status.
And this guy he said he went around
slowly.
He said he
like
went
they
around,
just strip our rights from us. Like
slowly.
Here's actually a good question.
Yeah.
When do you think was the pinnacle of our freedom rights? Because now we're at a degress. But when do you think was the highest that it had been progressed to where it started to degress again?
Our rights?
When we're
I'd say right now. I would say
you
right
think
now
it just started to topple downwards? Like, don't you think that there's been?
I think we still
because each
have
little
more
thing
rights.
is a little action to get you a little further down, so you're
Kind
in like
of.
literally like a
But what I
fucking
think
military
people don't-
state.
I think what
You know what I
people
mean?
don't
Like the
understand-
degressing your individual laws so much one by one right now. Like cell phones and things are a huge one because it's privacy, which is so important that people don't actually realize. Being an artist, musician sucks because you need social media and shit, and you got to utilize it, right?
No, I agree.
But aside from that, like most of these people, like get the fuck off Facebook, dude.
Listen, no, but what do you have that nobody
privacy
who's
is important.
ever come? Privacy is a little important. You can figure out ways to get it.
No, it's
but
very
there's
important.
Something that all of us have in this room that our ancestors have never had. Even our fathers and our mothers have never had. And that's the fact that we have more information in our pocket that has ever existed in the history of mankind that has ever been accessible.
And they're trying to control that too.
That's what I was just going to say. Network neutrality, things like
it.
that all controls what you see.
If you are smart and if you are intelligent, you know what to look for. You know how to find the information that you need to find.
But can we rely on society just being smart and intelligent these days?
You can't rely
Let's
on
be
society.
fucking real.
Sometimes the only person you can rely on is the person that looks at you when you look in the fucking mirror.
That's the only person.
Right? So if you can sit there and educate yourself, then you know, okay, I'm good. Now let me try to help this person. But you can only lead a horse to water. You can't force that horse to drink the water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you educate yourself, you free yourself. So
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned, we kind of have more rights now than we ever have had. Now, there are conditions that are a little bit different and social things that are a little bit different. But to be honest with you, as a black man, I'd rather be alive right now than alive any other fucking period of time in the last 500 years.
Okay, yo.
Prior to that,
you know what?
you know what I'm saying? I can't really speak on
See,
it.
I didn't even
but
think about asking it in a racial sense. I was just asking it in
Yeah,
normal
general
sense.
sense.
When you say that, that actually, I can see that.
Now it's up to me to maintain those rights for myself and the future generations and say, okay, yo, we got to fight for the freedoms we have and fight for other freedoms of other people.
I just think all of us should be treated like white people were in the 50s by the government. That's how society should be. You know what I mean?
That's funny, bro.
So you're going to come home and, hey, honey, and you got the suit on.
No, that's
ideal for
that's
all.
culturism.
The
That's
ideal
like
for
being
all.
who they are. I don't want everyone to be that.
No.
I want everyone to have that right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yo, think about it. Like, my dad was drinking and driving when he was a kid.
Oh,
yeah.
That was legal. You were taking a 2-4 in the car with 5. Like, that's why Dazed and Confused is one of my favorite movies of all time, because it represents
pretty
that
interesting
era
movie.
pretty
Yeah.
fucking
And
actually.
this
Like,
is the thing, right? Back then, when things, I think it's because, over time, people ended up killing each other. And this is the reason why they said, you can't do that shit no more.
but you know what? The biggest corporations
So-
in the world kill the most people.
No,
Nobody says
obviously.
shit because everything's capitalist.
No, I understand
but that wasn't
that.
even the thing back then.
No,
People were
yeah.
just like,
But what I'm
yeah.
saying is, like-
At least you let people do what the fuck they wanted.
I know that, but
And kill themselves if they wanted to. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You're
But
like,
that-
all right, I'm killing
but-
people, but at least I'll let these motherfuckers kill themselves too if they want to have fun. But now everything's like a fucking
Of
military
course, of
state.
course,
It's
of
heading
course.
towards that way. And yet everything's still killing you.
yeah.
Well, because the thing is,
We
like,
still have fluoride in the water. There's still all these fucked up preservatives in all these food.
yeah,
We
yeah.
still have 98% of the fucking
But that's
industry
where-
of fucking
Yeah.
fruits and vegetables we eat is GMO produced.
Yeah, yeah.
They're created in a fucking test tube. We live in like literally a madness state. People are claiming girl to be boy and boy girl and everything, and it's acceptable to tell these kids that at fucking 5 years old when they fucking don't know fucking different. Anything. You haven't even grown hair on your balls, and you're gonna say it's okay to want to be a girl. And now there's a law in place. Did you not know, though, in Canada there's a law in place that you can actually be charged if your child shows interest in being a different sex, and it can be like a harassment
Is it
type of
federal?
charge.
Federal?
I can't remember, but it's a harassment type of charge. You can be sued
Word.
if you don't take your kid to get the like the surgery, like the process to start overdoing
And if you don't got the money to do
their
it,
sexuality.
No, man.
There's
That's
actual law?
no.
It's
no.
like
You're
some,
gonna
like-
need to show me that law
Yeah.
because I do not believe that is a law at
It's
all.
a discrimination thing. It's like saying you're not being a good
man.
parent if you're not willing to
Alright, you
take
need
the
to
steps
Google that.
forward to
Unfortunately, I
your
need to go
child
rock.
doing
I
what
need
they
to go
feel
to
is
the
right.
washroom, but that's crazy.
that's crazy, bro.
Yo, I wish I knew the name of the law. Look it up though, man. Like that shit's
No. There's no lie in that. Someone needs to Google that. I will be back. I want to see that shit on a computer screen because that is a lie. There's no way that is possible.
that's not a lie,
I will
man.
be back.
Anything's possible. You just got to see the proof. This is the first time I'm hearing it. So, like I said, even with the Doug Ford saying scrapping that shit, like when
I mean,
saw
it's
it,
either a law that's passed or they're trying to pass it,
No, it's-
Trudeau.
no.
But it's like it exists.
Yeah.
The fact that this exists is the scary thing to me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's crazy, man.
Because I feel like you should have at least had to have sex 20 times to decide what sex you want to be. Like, that's just me personally. I don't think a 5-year-old, like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Has had the mental.
Nah, man. I put my mom's bra on when I was a kid. Can you imagine my parents walked in? We're like, oh my God, we're getting your sex changed. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
There are some people just raising.
That's
their
crazy
Kid.
to
They're
me.
raising their kid to be neither boy or girl. I saw the
That's
shit.
cool. Do that.
And it's kind
That's
of
fine.
cool, but
I don't support sex shit. Like,
Yeah.
do you know how young, like, look it up. Do you know how young certain people are getting transformations, whether it be estrogen pills if you're a boy or whatever it is, but
Yeah.
how young they're getting these transformation methods?
And I've been seeing that.
Like, if I can't gamble at a fucking corner store on a $3 scratch ticket,
Or buy
don't tell me
cigarettes.
I'm smart enough to fucking
Yeah,
decide what
or-
sex I want to
I
be the
can't
rest of
buy
my fucking
cigarettes
life.
until I'm 18. I can't drink till I'm 19. I can't drive until a certain.
Like,
but
but I can decide what sex I want to be, even though I've had no sexual experience in life. I don't
Yeah.
even have my hormones yet. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not even like, no, that doesn't work.
But I guess they're trying to get them as young as possible.
But a life-altering decision
Yeah.
like that,
yeah,
and you know,
even
I-
abortion wise.
and see, and I hate to even take it to this because I'm not
Yeah.
trying to say because I love all people.
Yeah.
If you're whatever you are, you're gay, you're bi, you're transgender, you're like whatever you are, that's
Yeah.
cool. I get it. But what I'm saying is getting it pushed on children
Yeah.
is what bothers
They
me.
need to learn at least.
Because like children's minds are impressionable. They don't
Very.
even know what the fuck they're thinking.
Yeah.
And I feel like to make that as a conscious decision, like I feel like I can consciously decide to drive a car,
Yeah.
smoke cigarettes, and drink alcohol a little bit more so than I can to decide what gender I want to be the rest of my life at a
Yeah.
younger age.
There's a lot of
than
people that-
fucking like being able to determined that as a kid.
There's a lot of people who've done it and ended up deciding wanting to go back.
Well, this is the fact I was going to bring up. Why I said I wanted to say it didn't seem like hate, but it's 80% of the people who undergo these types of transformations. End up committing suicide.
Yeah.
That like the suicide rate is so huge, it's ridiculous.
Is it because of the change or is it because of how they're treated?
Well, the claim is that it's because of how they're treated, but if you look at like noted, like you know what I mean, but the black community at certain periods, like the black suicide rates aren't through the roof because they're not being treated with respect.
Yeah, but
people don't necessarily just kill themselves because they're not being treated with respect.
The suicide rate now in general across the board with people is a lot higher than it used to be because of various reasons. Some say the social media.
There's a lot of things. Social media is one. Things that are in your food, different things. You know what I mean? The calcifying of your third eye, your pineal gland. You know, fluoride in your water calcifies your pineal gland.
Suicide was always a thing, but in this society, it's so. I wouldn't say it's as common, but it's across the board. It's like the numbers have risen.
Have they? Have suicide numbers really risen though? Like, is there like a confirmed stat?
If you do it per capita, have they really risen?
I'm going off of more American numbers.
But you know what? I believe that they would have though.
Yeah.
Because the simplest people in the world are the happiest. The people who have the least are the happiest.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think like it is what it is. I don't think the numbers per se have risen. If they have, it might be because of some of the medication that they're giving.
Well, we can't really say what we think till we look it up.
Well, hold on.
I think the
I would say suicide rates are probably a lot higher now.
And I'm going off American numbers, so just because they're population wise.
You know what? You could absolutely be right.
I'm not even judging it. Like I don't know numbers, but I'm assuming. Because of just the age.
What were you
referencing
referencing though? Because I was just out there for a moment. So you're referencing.
Well, I'm reading right now. I'm going off of this right now. This is whatever said. The annual U.S. suicide rate increased 24% between 1999 and 2014.
Okay, but what happened between that period though as well?
A lot of shit.
But hold on. A few things, in my opinion, happened in that period. Number one being the Afghani and the Iraq War, specifically the Afghanistan War, which brought in a huge amount of opium from Afghanistan. But also, we know these soldiers are coming
all
with
of the North Part 2.
These guys are coming in with PTSD, and I think there's about a 22 soldier a day suicide rate. Yeah. So, yes, you could say it's, this, that, or the other, but this war obviously has increased. I'm sure if you look post-World War II or post-Vietnam, you'd see that suicide rates are probably a little bit higher as well in America. But I think that probably has to do a lot with the war, and probably has to do a lot.
But 24%. How many people even fought in the war? What's the American army nowadays? Like 10,000 fucking soldiers because everything's technology.
No.
Well, there's countries in the world that have a million like standing army of soldiers still. You know what I mean? So like America don't have like I'm pretty sure it's it's in the thousands. They have less than a million.
They have 300 million people, so.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure there's less than a million. And look it up.
Yeah, Chris Thompson
in the U.S. Army.
Estrogen from all the antidepressants in the water.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing feminizing men. That's one thing feminizing men.
Listen, man, if you go back and look at shit in the 60s and 70s, they had guys wearing fucking heels. They had guys with hair down here and all types of stuff. I don't think we're feminizing men any more than men have ever been feminized. I just think, like, with the hyperinflation of mass media, it appears that way.
No, man, you're so woke, but then you, like, look at things from such a middle ground. You're like, things are connected. The industry didn't destroy Public Enemy.
I'll put it like this: there's more people on the planet. Period.
Yeah.
So with more people equals more equals more of everything.
And you got to look at again, as I was saying, like
I can't compare this to 1950 when there's actually way more people now than in 1950.
But everything you got to do it per capita.
Exactly, per capita. Yeah. Right, but then you also have to look at how fast the media spreads compared to then as well. You know what I mean? Like the fact that you would.
Well, I think that would be part of the point of your argument, though. Yeah, like because you're basically proving that media and social media were the increased rate.
Not necessarily the increased rate, but they have to show you that it happened instead of like hiding it under the rug. You know, like again, a news story that happens in fucking Des Moines, Iowa, can be seen in India in 2 minutes rather than 2 months. Yeah. You know what I mean? So a lot of these stories were getting hidden and just brushed under the rug. You can't necessarily just hide that stuff under the rug anymore, you know?
Yo, if you could commit a crime and never have to do the time, what would it be?
If what?
Bank robbery.
If I could commit a crime and get away with
I don't
it,
even think about it.
well,
Bank robbery.
I would say murder, depending on who I got to kill.
Oh,
Hey, yo, somebody shut the fucking gunshots off from Mike Stone right now.
I ain't murdering anybody, man.
No, I mean like, justified is justified. I'm just being honest.
And that's not murder. That's like self-defense.
No,
or
it
something.
doesn't gotta be self-defense.
Yo, do we
Listen,
fuck with K Solo Fugitive though?
Listen,
Yeah, of
if
course.
it's-
If someone say I had a daughter,
it's
someone
premeditated-
if someone raped my daughter, I'm gonna kill them.
Because all of them said.
And if I can
you
get
got
away
me
with
there.
it,
You got
that's
me
not
there.
self-defense.
You got me there.
That's not self-defense.
You got me there. I fucks with that.
Daughter or my son,
All
whatever.
right, can I tell you my crime?
Yeah.
You guys are both like kind of borderline of it, but if you'd have robbed the Federal Reserve.
Where are you gonna hide that shit? Where are
It
you gonna
doesn't matter.
spend
He's not
it?
gonna go to
Well,
jail.
you're getting away with it. What the fuck?
Okay.
Why are you trying to make this shit realistic, fam? This is you're getting away with it.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
robbing the
dude.
Federal Reserve,
That's a
motherfucker.
good move.
There's a certain amount of money that you can carry, and there's a certain amount of money that you
No,
can't
but
in
he's
a
gonna get
robbery.
away with it.
Yeah, but I'm getting away with it regardless.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel you,
at
I
this
feel
point, the standards we set up for this, I could walk in there with a fucking water gun and walk out with all the money, and the cops would have to stand at the side of the street and be like, let the people move for Kelly Maloney. You know what I'm saying? Literally, we asked under the standards. You couldn't get caught for it.
Die Hard 3
I could
type
pretty much
shit.
do anything at this point. We could take this
yeah.
left real quick.
That's what's up.
Wow.
But we ain't going to harass no political parties at this
I don't know,
week.
man, like, yeah, so that would be it. Like, so you'd rob the Federal Reserve. You
Fuck
get away
yeah.
with the crime. Word.
And then
what
I would like
superpower?
I would set like justice in the world
What
with it.
superpower would you have? You could have a superpower. I'd like to fucking fly.
I would want my dick to be Inspector Gadget.
Bam.
So it could do anything, you know what I mean? It could like fly me around and stuff. I could just like,
so
you know
you
what I mean?
wouldn't-
Like we could like be chill, like you guys be chilling at the bar and be like, yo, I'll meet you guys there later. And next thing you know, I just like come from the ceiling like Bret Hart, except I don't fall to my death. And like it just
That was Owen, by the way. That was real poor taste. Rest in peace,
Poor
Owen
taste.
Hart.
That's the
I'm
it's
a
the same
Owen Hart
taste I leave in
fan.
your mouth when I come down a propeller dick fucking into the middle of the bar like, what's up, homies? You'd be like,
So hold on. You
damn!
want your dick to be
This guy
Inspector
crazy.
Gadget. You don't want to be Inspector
No, I'm not
Gadget.
Inspector Gadget. My dick is. It's so much more impressive that way.
Yeah, well, you remember y'all
I'm just sitting in the middle of the park and I'm fucking doing push-ups without my hands on the ground. You're just like, yo, what the fuck this motherfucker doing? You get up a little closer. You're like, oh, god damn it, I just looked at that.
Yo.
You're like, yeah.
You wild
Yeah, it
kid.
was
You know
you
what I'm
guys
saying?
who sent that
You're
video
wild.
with the dude who kicked the
You're
kicked
wild,
the chick.
wild. Yeah,
Inspector
I said that
Gad dick.
earlier.
This shit right here.
Yeah,
man.
the abortion clinic thing where dude just
Give
the
the
girl says
roundhouse.
something and he just fully
Bam!
kicks the phone.
What? What happened?
You know the video with the dude kicking the chick.
Yeah, I ain't seen this.
Yeah, you
right
turn that
here,
around,
bring it
show
around
that
right here,
shit.
bro. This dude didn't even look like he was gonna kick it.
Man, if he had Inspector Gadget as a dick, he would be a lot happier. I'll tell you that much.
Check it out. This is going all over my feed right now.
Oh shit.
This guy, he had no qualms.
I
with
should
kicking
play the
a woman.
audio, but
Yeah, you can play the audio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wonder if
He looks like a fucking bird.
He kind of does.
Is this guy in the pink sweater?
Yeah,
Yeah, he just
full
mad
on-
because he's been beat up by too
he
many
just
chicks.
full on
Fuck
kicked the shit out of that lady.
See, I can't even call him what I want to call him without it being a hate crime nowadays.
Well, you know.
Oh, fuck.
Hold up.
You know what though? You can be a faggot without being gay. Let's just
Oh.
set the record straight right here. We only got 4 minutes left, and let's just be honest about this. Yo, can you be a fucking faggot without being gay?
Yeah?
Yes! Mike,
Sure.
can you be a fucking faggot without being gay?
It is what it is. Man.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie.
Can you?
like-
It is what it is.
You can be a fucking faggot without being fucking
No,
gay,
there's
man.
definitely. I've called people that word.
Yeah,
without
straight dudes are
referring to them
faggots
as
more than gay people are.
I cut that word out of my vocabulary probably for the last 10 years.
Oh
and
fuck that!
said
I
it.
still say it in my rhymes.
I said it for the first time over the summer, and I'm just like, this just feels so wrong. Coming
No,
out
it
of my
feels
mouth.
so
Why did I say
good.
that?
Yo, it feels so good calling a straight person a faggot.
You're a wild boy, Maloney. You're fucking wild. Wow.
Well, I don't want to say it's like I don't want to say it to a gay person because
I
live
just
your
don't
life,
use the
do your
word
thing.
anymore, to be
But
honest
yo,
with
call
you.
a straight person a faggot. That's the one.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, people
But you
really
know
get
what?
offended by that word.
If we go back like 15 years ago,
oh, it was so common.
well, I would it wouldn't matter if it was gay or straight,
It was
because
common. It was like
if
all
you were
over
a
South
faggot,
Park.
you were a faggot. But it was still the same thing. Gay people were faggots, and
Hold
so
on.
were straight people.
Did you guys ever see the South Park episode where the little
Faggot
brother?
doesn't mean gay.
Hold on.
That's the thing.
Isn't it a cigarette?
It's fucking sissy.
Isn't it a cigarette?
It's a fucking soft dude. What's a cigarette in England? That's what I mean. Like, are all these American fucking, like, you know what I mean? Gonna go to the States and be, or fucking Europe and be like, hey, you got a cigarette, mate? You'd be like, oh, you mean a fag, mate? And be like, yo, let's throw down. Like, fuck no, you're not. So you know what I mean? Like,
Did you guys see? Okay, I know you didn't see it,
Come on.
but did you see the South Park episode where the dude's little brother Ike, the guys like the whole biker squad is going by, like the Hell's Angels,
Yeah.
and they're sitting there just revving them. Their bikes are like loud and shit. So, brum, 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 and the little kid, like 1-year-old, just something when he was like, faggots.
yeah.
Oh my god, I could not believe it. And they're all like, what the fuck? And then, so the whole town starts referring to the bikers
As the faggots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the bikers completely like, yo, what the hell? And then like they didn't know how to react to that at all. South Park's
Yo.
good for that shit.
That's
South
why I
Park's
love
really good
South
for taking
Park.
a word and just kind of like
They
owning
force
it
people
and-
to have conversations before Kanye
That
and Mike
was-
Stone.
That was fucking hilarious.
Is it still on TV, yo?
The little kid looking at the bikers and just being like,
Wait, you've never seen South
I
Park,
have
have
seen
you?
South Park.
Oh.
you haven't seen it in the last 15 years.
You said
have
you ain't watched TV in so long.
I've watched those.
Okay. Because South Park is
When
absolutely
Mr.
king of
Hanky
that
still
stuff.
exists?
Yo, the
Hanky
teacher,
the
right?
Christmas poo.
No, you don't even know Hanky.
Oh, the
Hanky
Christmas
the
fool.
Christmas-
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't
man.
know by name. I just saw
Yo.
the piece of shit.
Mike, we're gonna have to flush you the fuck out of here.
Hanky the Christmas
South Park was
poo.
dope. South Park was dope. But
Yeah,
I,
yeah, yeah.
I didn't watch it
dope.
religiously though, but it was
South
dope.
Park
It is
still
dope.
is fucking dope. Are you kidding me? I love that.
I mean, they
show,
predicted
man.
Kanye being a gay fish before anyone else did.
Because he likes fish sticks. That's what I was trying to say about
fish
Drake
sticks
last
are
week,
kinda
but it came
orange.
across a little wrong, so. But that no.
Are you on your pro-Trump campaign though, with your sweater and your hat matching?
No. This is for
Orange.
No. This is for the
High C?
No, this is for.
No,
the,
I'm just playing. I love the combo. I'm jealous.
The residential native students,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Because I didn't rock
Oh.
it. I didn't rock it the day I was supposed to. And since
I just
we're doing
made a
a
joke
podcast
about
today,
that.
I figured I'd rock it
Ouch.
today to show support. You know,
What's
so
that
shout out
about?
all the native people.
Hey.
It's to show support for all the native kids who were in the residential schools. Many of them never made it home.
Yeah,
many
they
of them were
died.
molested.
Yeah,
many of them
murdered,
were murdered. You know, things of that
That's
nature.
a horrible part of our history, man.
Absolutely.
But that's a
and
great
we
cause.
Do not talk
Yeah.
on it, and I always
And-
show solidarity to the native people. of
And
this
we gotta
country.
get the fuck
That's
outta
always
here.
one of
I'll
my
say a
things,
word.
so. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's get out of here. But let's end it on a high note. You know what I'm saying? And let's show more respect to the native people, Aboriginal people of this country. They deserve it. That's what's up.
Hey, and if you're
So-
still watching right now, come out to Welland Fall Festival this Saturday, October 5th. It's in Welland, 6th. And I will be performing from 9 to 10 o'clock. I am the closer that night. That'll be great. So check that out at www.thccollection.com. Use the promo code HIP, hip hop, all capitals. Save yourself 10% on any purchase you make. And they have Tulip Tuesdays, which is $100. So if you're a pothead like me, you know it's a great deal. Yo, we out Toronto Talks, motherfucker.
Maximum FM, what up?
Hey.
One love, y'all. Peace.
Word. Peace.
It's been a pleasure.